Colorado Springs has a rich history of mining. But one of the things that affects homeowners in Colorado Springs is that we had active mines up until 1957, and I believe in some areas all the way to 1971. The state of Colorado shut them all down, but it was a big part of our economy here in Colorado Springs. But there's something that you need to consider when you're purchasing a home in Colorado Springs, and it's called subsidence. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about things that you can do if you happen to have purchased a home in an area that has subsidence, or you're looking at a home in an area that has subsidence, or how to figure out if the home is in danger of subsidence. So thanks so much for tuning in. My name's Laura Gallant. I'm a full-time realtor here with Mountain Prairie Living and powered by ERA Shields. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about subsidence due to mines or abandoned mines that are underneath your property in the Colorado Springs area. So stay tuned. So Colorado Springs was established in the mid to late 1800s, and it brought a lot of people here for the mining industry as well as the railroad industry. There's a variety of reasons that Colorado Springs was established, but about 1859, we started to mine coal here in Colorado Springs. It heated the homes here. We had a steel mill down in Pueblo that it definitely fed and helped with the growth of that particular area. But the mines were closed down starting in about 1957 all the way through 1971. There are several homes built in the beautiful areas on the west side of Colorado Springs that are seated just above mines. And we do have mind maps that we can share with you. And as a realtor here in Colorado Springs, if someone's looking in those areas, I absolutely try to share with them where their home is located approximately above a mine. Now, with that, obviously you can imagine that the land has been dug out deep under the earth and they've been abandoned. Now, mind you, they had some supports and such, but as that wood that they utilized rots out or the earth moves, those areas will sink and fill in due to gravity and natural occurrences of the earth, and the area above it will be disturbed, and that's what's called subsidence. Your homeowner's insurance does not cover it. In fact, if they know that area has mines underneath it, they will specifically call it out as being not covered. So what do? So there's something that the state of Colorado required that the state put aside. So it's called the Subsidence Protection Program. And it's quite inexpensive and well worth it. Now, if your realtor hasn't discussed it with you and you're watching this video because potentially you're seeing some activity, it's a little too late. But if you are purchasing an area anywhere in the Rock Rimmon area or close to Palmer Park or any of those areas that I've described, and if you want to know more, I have those mind maps. I will email them to you. So feel free to connect to me down below. My information is in the description box. But all you have to do is once you purchase the property, the very first thing I would have you do is contact the agency, request that they do an inspection. It's a $235 fee for the first time that you apply. $200 is for the inspection. They will come out to your property, take pictures specifically of all around the outside of your home, inside of your home, to see if there's any signs of current subsidence at the moment. That's to document what the property looked like when you purchased the home. That's $235 the first year. For the next 3 years, you pay, actually the next 2 years, you pay $35 a year. And after completing 3 years of $35 payments, for the life of the time that you own that home, you are covered by subsidence. It's not necessarily insurance. I think you get up to $100,000 worth of damage claim, but it could be your driveway that sinks in, or maybe a corner of your house, and it's not covered by homeowners insurance. So what is that, like $300, a little over $300? It's well worth the money. If you've not heard of it and you are looking at properties in that area, feel free to reach out to me. I will connect you with that information. I'll link it below too, so that you have a link to that and you can share it with your friend. but it's a really important piece of Colorado. It's kind of cool that we were established on mines. The Cripple Creek mine, the gold that came out of there certainly established the basic economy of Colorado Springs, and the Gold Hills Mesa area still has the stack from where we would refine the gold when they brought it down from the mountains. But it's part of our rich history, but it's also something that we need to consider when we're looking at homes. So subsidence protection is really something that you should obtain if you are in those areas. And it's quite interesting. So if you want to know more about the mind map, feel free to email me and I'll shoot you off an email with that information. Thanks so much for watching this video. Share it with a friend. And if you like the content of the video with these quick tips and the variety of information I provide on my channel, then consider subscribing. I so appreciate that you watched. Have a wonderful day.